Nadia, could you swing by with breakfast at 6 every morning? I've been feeling a bit run down lately.
My mother-in-law, Catherine, springs another unreasonable demand on me. Sorry, but I can't do that. I'm swamped with work on weekdays.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that. I'm swamped with work on weekdays.
I decline. My husband, Bob, butts in with a frown.
On, what's the big deal? You're making ours anyway, right?
Exactly, my boy gets it.
No, I can't do it before work.
I assertively turn her down again. Catherine gets louder, seemingly miffed with my response.
Don't you dare talk back to your mother-in-law like that. If you can't handle it, then just divorce him. You okay with that?
Bob nods in agreement behind her.
Alright, let's divorce then.
Exceptional, I say, grabbing a piece of paper from the drawer and gently setting it down on the table. Hi, I'm Nadia. I just turned 28 this year. I lost my focus in a car accident when I was young, but managed to make it through university on a scholarship and graduated from the pharmacy department. Now I'm working as a pharmacist at the local drugstore. Last year, I also tied the knot with my husband, Bob. We met through a mutual friend when I was 25, pretty run-of-the-mill stuff. My first impression of him was that he was really down to earth and mind. That image didn't shift as we got to know each other. After grabbing a meal a few times, I found myself increasingly attracted to his easygoing nature. He was clearly into me too, and after he's confessed his feelings, we started seeing each other, thinking about settling down someday. After dating around for 3 years, he popped the question and I said yes, and we decided to get married.
My parents are nice folks. They'll totally love you.
Really? I sure hope so.
Birds with such banter, we reached his parents' house. As we rang the doorbell, Catherine swung the front door open.
Oh, welcome. So glad you're here. This is Nadia, the one I've been seeing.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm looking forward to getting to know you.
Oh, what a lovely young woman you are. Please come in.
She beckoned us into the house. After we chatted after the introductions, Catherine brought up something.
By the way, Nadia, you're planning on moving in here, right?
What?
I choked on her out-of-the-loop proposition for us to live together.
My boy has lived here all his life. It'll be lively and fun if we all stay under the same roof.
Well, commuting to work from here would be too far. We're planning on renting a new apartment or condo. Sorry to reject your invite.
Oh, really? That's a shame we can't stay together. Isn't that right, honey?
Tier system. It would be helpful to have a young person around.
Oh, it seemed my in-laws had set their minds on living with us, and things got a bit tense.
Oh, I know. You could quit your job, Nadia. My son makes good money in his business, and you could easily live on his income.
Now? Well, I don't plan on quitting my job right now.
Yeah, Mom.
Catherine kept throwing out ideas for us to live together, but we managed to talk our in-laws down. Catherine's attempts to get me to quit my job and Bob's hasty refusals felt a bit weird, but I was so wrapped up in my wedding planning to give it much thought. We ended up choosing a new 3-bedroom apartment near the station that was right for us. The rent was a bit steep, but since we both made more than the average salary, we decided to go ahead with it. But then, just a few months later, something happened. On a chill afternoon during a holiday, Bob and I were enjoying some downtime as the doorbell rang suddenly.
Huh, Catherine?
The intercom revealed her face. What's up all of a sudden, Catherine?
We moved into the apartment building across the street. Today was moving day.
My husband and I were both caught off guard. Looking at us, my mother-in-law, sporting a grin like a kid who just pranked us, continued chatting. We wanted to surprise you. Success. We're definitely surprised. But Mom, why all of a sudden?
I was worried about you two and figured we should move closer. I see. Thank you. It feels good knowing you're nearby.
Catherine's attempts to get me to quit my job and Bob's hasty refusals felt a bit weird, but I was so wrapped up in my wedding planning to give it much thought. We ended up choosing a new 3-bedroom apartment near the station that was right for us. The rent was a bit steep, but since we both made more than the average salary, we decided to go ahead with it. But then, just a few months later, something happened. On a chill afternoon during a holiday, Bob and I were enjoying some downtime as the doorbell rang suddenly. "Oh, Catherine," the intercom revealed her face. "What's up all of a sudden, Catherine?" We moved into the apartment building just across the street. Today was moving day. What? My husband and I were both caught off guard. Listening to their exchange, I timidly asked, "Catherine, the apartment across the street."
Yes, it's the most well-regarded in this area. It even has a concierge. You guys should have picked this place too.
She commented, but it was a fancy apartment complex in a well-known area, and the room was easily twice what ours was. Catherine, are you okay with that?
What do you mean?
My dad worked for a big company and probably has some savings. I'll sweat it.
His answer didn't quell my concerns, but without checking, I had to take his word for it. After that, my in-laws, now just a stone's throw away, started leaning on us more. They started asking us to do their cleaning and laundry, and they frequently asked us for rides when running errands and shopping. We saw them almost every day. Life went on like that for about a year, and gradually their demands grew.
Hey there, Nadia. Are you off work yet?
Yeah, just about to head home.
Could you pick up some stuff for me?
Thanks again? Didn't I just go shopping yesterday?
James is in the mood for sushi today. Could you grab some?
I reluctantly picked up the sushi and delivered it to my in-laws. "Here you go. That was $55. "Oh, sorry. I don't have any cash right now. I'll pay you back next time."
But I haven't even gotten the money for yesterday's shopping yet.
Really? I thought I paid you back yesterday. Maybe you're imagining things.
No, I haven't. We're family, it's okay, don't nickel and dime, but money makes strife. So I want to keep things straight.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you're living on my son's dime, right? It's a bit audacious to bring this up.
No, I work and earn my own money. Talk to me when you earn more money than my son. It's mostly his money, so there's no issue spending it on his parents.
Anyway, we're about to eat dinner now, so you should scoot.
After that, even though I asked for payback, she dodged it, and I finally decided to bring it up with my husband.
Good timing. I have something I want to talk about too. I quit my job.
What? Why out of nowhere?
It's only natural for me to ditch a company like that. It's ridiculous that they promoted a newbie who can't hold a candle to me. While leaving me in the dust, I need to switch to a company that values me more.
Do you have another job lined up?
To say not yet, but it should happen soon. A guy like me is hot property everywhere.
So you're out of a job now. It's a hassle to quit suddenly without any discussion.
It's fine you're working too, so we're not broke. You were gonna start footing the bill for my parents' apartment.
Hold up. What did you just say?
You heard me. We're covering the rent for my parents' place.
Why on earth do we need to cover the rent for your parents' place? You're out of a job, right?
Sure. But I'm hitting the job hunt hard starting tomorrow, and I'm certain I'll snag something with bigger bucks real quick, and I got a few leads already.
As I was reeling at his lack of understanding of the real world. Their apartment is over twice what we pay. We were scraping by when both of us had jobs. There's no way we can cover it with my paycheck.
It's fine you working too, so we're not broke. Try to, be more chill like my mom.
So, your mom is asking her jobless son to pay their rent?
Nah, she didn't say it like that. She just mentioned things were tough, so I suggested it. And they don't know I'm jobless. Why haven't you told them?
If you did, they wouldn't expect us to cover their rent.
Oh, why do I have to spill all my beans to them? I don't stress them out, so I don't want to stress them out, so I didn't dare blab either.
That's not happening. You need to tell them the truth, deal?
You're really not letting this go. I can't take back what I said now. Hey, I'll be up to my eyeballs in job hunting from tomorrow, so I'm hitting the sack.
With that, he hammered in the final nail into the coffin and effectively shut me down. So now I have to single-handedly keep myself and my in-laws afloat. Do I really need to keep footing the bill? For my in-laws and husband, who just see me as a workhorse. I spent that night wrestling with those thoughts over and over again, and I reached a decision. It was time to get my ducks in a row for the future.
Catherine, sorry to bug you, but could you swing by with breakfast at 6 every morning? I've been feeling a bit run down lately.
I'm swamped with work on the weekdays, so I can't.
Come on, what's the big deal? You're making ours anyway, right?
Exactly. My boy gets it.
No, I can't. I can't swing by before work.
I shut down Catherine's request once more, loud and clear.
Don't you dare talk back to your mother-in-law. If you can't handle it, then just divorce him. You okay with that?
As she spat out those words, my husband, standing behind her, was nodding along in agreement.
Then let's go for the divorce.
Exodus, I responded, pulling out a sheet from the drawer and calmly placing it on the table. It was the divorce paper. My part was already filled in.
You can't even stand on your own 2 feet, and yet you're trying to play tough. You should apologize now, right, Bob?
Yeah, Mom.
Is that so, Bob? Have I been living off you? When I challenged him, he couldn't even meet my eyes.
What are you stating the obvious for? You're living the high life thanks to our son. Apologize already.
No, I'm not apologizing. As you suggested, I'm divorcing your son.
As my in-laws were flabbergasted by their son crying and clinging onto me, but then I dropped a bombshell.
Actually, I make more than Bob.
What? No way. You're just a pharmacy clerk, right?
For the first time, I unveiled the truth behind the odd feeling I always got when they said I had lousy income and was leeching off my husband. They said I had a lousy income and was leeching off my husband. No, it seems he couldn't bear to admit that his wife earns more than he does, but I'm actually a pharmacist at a pharmacy. Wait, pharmacist? I've never heard that. And Bob is out of a job right now. No way. He's a corporate man at a major firm. He quit, he's now just a freelancer juggling part-time gigs. He pulls in about $700 a month.
That's a lie, right? Just the other day, he said he got promoted, right? Right, Bob?
I think he was talking about his junior who joined the company after him. I answered for my silent and shell-shocked husband.
That's a lie, right? He's a corporate man at a major firm. He quit, now he's just a freelancer juggling part-time gigs and pulls in about $700 a month.
At my words, Bob just hung his head in silence.
That's a lie, right? Just the other day, he said he got promoted, right, Bob?
I think he was talking about his junior who joined the company after him. I answered for my silent and shell-shocked husband.
That's a lie, right?
His golden boy junior got promoted, so he quit out of spite. Now he's just a freelancer juggling part-time gigs and pulls in about $700 a month. Then his job hunting went south, and now he's jobless.
I didn't know that. If I'd known, I wouldn't have brought up a divorce.
I was planning to get a divorce regardless, so it worked out that you brought it up.
Realizing their predicament, my in-laws started backpedaling and making excuses. Please, we were wrong. You will land a job soon, right, Bobby?
You bet. I'll be making more than you, Nadia.
My husband announced, all pumped up.
I couldn't care less about your petty contests anymore. I've already set up the wheels in motion to move out of this place and be out by the end of the month.
I shot back, icily.
Please don't do that to me.
I booted him and his folks out of my place, boxed up his stuff, and shipped it off to his parents' place, COD. After that, my in-laws were left holding the bag, having to look after Bob. After that, my in-laws were left holding the bag, having to look after Bob. Just to add to that, since they had to scram in a hurry, their steep rent and living costs piled up. Living on their pension alone was a pipe dream, and last I heard, they had to downgrade to a shabby apartment. They're probably aching out of existence, all three of them crammed into a cramped room. As for me, I'm living it up, all on my lonesome. I do have plans to tie the knot again someday, but for now I'm relishing my independence, putting my nose to the grindstone every single day.